Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, the time of this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to you Akim and Akwalt out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. Alright, and this one's titled, That's a Lot of Judgment Taking Place in One Building. Alright, if you've been keeping up on the news, you more than likely know what we're going to get in on. Alright, now, this is the new posting. Alright, I had to check it because the one on my phone is completely different now. The one on my phone, I got it a day or two ago, whenever this happened. Alright, this is the one. It was originally from Reuters, but I guess this place, NASDAQ, reposted it. This is what it said on mine. Alright, it said, suicide bomber breaches high security and kills 47 in Pakistani mosque. Alright, so the numbers have gone up. Alright, it's gone up from 47 to 59. Okay, that's quite a bit of a jump there. Okay, and we'll go ahead and I guess we'll go ahead and read. I guess we'll go ahead and read this article. Alright, since it's the newer one. Alright, and this one reads, Suicide bomber kills 59 in Pakistan mosque used by police. Okay, and I guess they got a little bit of a video here. Let's see what it has to show. Alright, I guess it's showing the inside of the mosque. You can see, there's definitely been something, detonated in there. Alright, from, if you look in the middle. This guy's saying, probably not.
Received information about the blast. I jumped into an Eddie Foundation Al-Khidmat.
Lal was quickly on the scene.
I was in my shop. I am a member of Al-Khidmat. As soon as we received information about the blast, I jumped into an Eddie Foundation ambulance and came here. When we went inside, we took out around 7 injured people and rushed them to LRH. 2 of them died on the way, the rest were taken into the hospital. The front of the mosque has been demolished. The structure is collapsed and many worshippers are still trapped under it. However, we have no idea how many.
Peshawar is an area where Islamist militants remain active, though no one immediately claimed responsibility for the bombing. The blast ripped through the mosque during noon prayers, causing a wall to collapse on top of worshippers.
So the bomb actually took place, during worship. Alright, that's heavy.
The building is inside a highly fortified compound that includes the headquarters of the Provincial Police Force and a counter-terrorism department. The country's defense minister told Pakistani station GOTV that authorities believe the terrorist was stood in the first row. Peshawar sits at the edge of Pakistan's tribal districts bordering Afghanistan. It's frequently targeted by militant groups, including the Pakistani Taliban. The group, known as Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or TTP, is an umbrella of Sunni and sectarian Islamist groups. They want to overthrow the government and replace it with their own brand of Islamic governance. The TTP has stepped up attacks since it ended a so-called peace deal last year with the Pakistani government, facilitated by Afghan Taliban. It staged frequent attacks targeting the police in the last few months.
Oh, it's almost done. So, there you go. There you go. Now, they're saying it was a, inside Pakistani job. I don't remember if I heard people talking about it probably being from Israel. Because, Pakistan and Israel have been having issues. But apparently they're saying that it's more likely Islamic Pakistani, like a terrorist group. Okay. So it says, right here, it says up to 400 worshippers in prayer at the time of the blast. So when it took off, all right, when the blast went off, people were praying. And that's heavy because these people are worshiping, idols. Okay, and that's it's nothing short but judgment from the Lord. Okay, that's really what this is. It says among those killed were 27 police officials It says Pakistani Taliban deny responsibility for the attack. Well, why would they, I mean, I guess they'd take responsibility if that's what they're trying to do, but it doesn't make much sense. It says Peshawar, Pakistan, January 30th. It says a suicide bomber blew himself up inside a crowded mosque in a highly fortified security compound in Pakistan on Monday, killing 59 people, including 27 police officials, the latest in a sting of attacks targeting police. The attacker appeared to have passed through several barricades manned by security forces to get into the Red Zone compound that houses police and counterterrorism offices in the volatile northwestern city of Peshawar, police said. It was a suicide bombing, Peshawar Police Chief Ijaz Khan told Reuters. He said the mosque hall was packed with up to 400 worshippers at the time, and many of the 170 wounded were in critical condition. The death toll rose to 59 after several people succumbed to their wounds. All right, like it said, like we showed the other day, it wasn't 59. What was it again? I think it was like 47. The death toll rose to 59 after several people succumbed to their wounds, hospital official Mohammed Asim said in a statement. Police said 27 of the dead were police officials. A local Taliban known as Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, an umbrella group of Sunni and sectarian militant groups, denied responsibility. Okay, so who knows? Who knows if they did it? All right. It says the bomber denied his load at the moment. The bomber detonated his load at the moment. Hundreds of people lined up to say their prayers, officials said. And that's man. That shows you. All right. That shows you. There you go. It says we have found traces of explosives. Khan told reporters, adding that a security lapse had clearly occurred as the bomber had slipped through the most secure area of the compound. An inquiry was underway into how the attacker breached such an elite security cordon and whether there was any inside help. And we don't need to continue to read on. We basically got the most. We can look at the pictures. All right, there you go. So there you go, man. Hey, this is Judgment, man. That's a lot of people in one building. And I was before I went and looked for this article, I was still under the impression that it was 47. Okay, but I had to move it from my because I put the lesson together on my phone. I had to move it over to the tablet. All right, and when I searched the article to get it, I couldn't find the one I had. It was now saying 59. I said, all right, well, and then I typed it to the T of the article that I had, and I found that other one that we showed in the beginning. Okay, but now, hey, man, 59, that's a big number. What is that? That's 12 more? Let me see. 47, 49, yeah, 12, all right. I had to make sure, all right. So, where are we? Let's get rid of this. And let's go to Ecclesiasticus 39 and 24 down through 30, all right? And that's the title of the lesson. Once again, that's a lot of judgment taking place in one building, man. That is a lot. That is a lot, okay? That is a lot. Okay, 20, all right, is a large number, but 50 something, man, come on now, hey. And that number could still rise, okay? At the time, they said they're still looking for people. I don't know if they're still doing that or not, but the number could still rise. Okay, as it is with those bombing, they still got to clear up rubble. They're going to find more people underneath. All right, more than likely. All right, unless those are the people those have already been tallied up. All right, but don't be surprised if more that number keeps rising. Okay, this is Sirach. All right, also known as Ecclesiasticus. Okay, chapter 39, verse 24. It reads, "As his ways are plain, his speaking of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked." And here's the point in 25. "For the good things are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners." It says, "The principal things for whole use of a man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape. and oil and clothing. And bear with me 1 minute. I just want to make sure I got the mic on this one. All right, cool. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. All right, let's go down here. All right, so we had to get to, actually the point's really in 28, but the point is also in 25 as well. But the point I meant to get was actually 28, so Slakia. But, you know, because it's, really, if you're not of the nation of Israel, you can't sin, all right? You can do wickedness, but you can't be a sinner, all right? Sin is transgression of the law, okay? And you can't transgress a law that wasn't made for you, all right, unless it was made for you, unless you're an Israelite. But, like I've said before, just because it's not necessarily sin, all right, it is still wickedness, and you will be put to death for that, all right? And what these people were doing, while it necessarily wasn't sin, all right, if Israel was to do it, it would be sin. These people are committing wickedness, all right? They're doing wicked, all right? It's the same thing, all right? Good things are for, good things are created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners, well, evil things for people that do wicked as well, all right? They're not exempt just because they're not an Israelite, all right? Wicked things, and evil things will still come their way, okay? In verse 27, it says, all these things are good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. Same with the wicked. All right, with the wicked people, all right, that are doing wickedness, all right? They're not necessarily not sinners, okay, because they're not Israelites, all right? And with that amount of people, there's probably like at least one Israelite among them, all right? At least one, all right? They're, Israel's the largest nation, all right? So, there's got to be at least one Israelite in there. And there could have been none, all right? But you'd think there'd be at least one, okay? Doesn't matter how they look, all right? Well, they look like Muslims. It doesn't matter how they look, all right? They could be purple for all I care, all right? And that's not, we're just joking around. There's no purple people, but it's not. We're getting at what I'm getting at is that it's not a skin color thing, man. Okay? They try to make this truth seem like it's a skin. Oh, they're racist. It's all about skin color. It's skin color, and they change because we're Hebrew Israelites, but they call us Black Hebrew Israelites. Now, if you look at me, you wouldn't call me a Black Hebrew Israelite. I mean, you could, but it wouldn't make any sense. All right, because if you looked at me, all right, walking down the street, depending on the time, all right, I'd either look like a tanner Edomite to a tan, Issacharite, all right, a light skin Issacharite, all right, or just look like like a regular Edomite. But because through this truth, all right, that's how it would prove. Me being able to understand this truth and be able to teach this truth, that would be proof that I'm an Israelite. All right, but you guys try to make it a skin color thing, but it doesn't make any sense. All right, back a while ago, I think it was one of the brothers, I think from England. I think he was an English brother, but he in the world is so-called Turk. All right, Turkish. All right, I can't remember that name of that brother. Okay, in Slovakia, but if someone knows, you can put it in the comment board. But he's light skin looking. All right, like he has leprosy of the skin, just as I do. All right, well, we're clean lepers. But but that's what it is, leprosy of the skin. We look like a so-called white person, all right, but we're Israelites. Okay, see, it's not a skin color thing. So it's saying, Black Hebrew Israelites, that doesn't really make no sense. Why? Because some of us are so-called black. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Why don't you call us the Mexican Hebrew Israelites? Some of us are Mexican too, so-called. You call us Mexicans. All right. Why is it just the black? All right, because there's a stigma that's put onto that. All right, there's a lot of hatred towards the so-called. All of us, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but they always put the Negroes the so-called Negroes at the forefront. All right, always at the forefront, like the Southern Kingdom, Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. Okay, not to say the other tribes don't go through anything. It's just you always see them. You always see Judah, Levi, and Benjamin at the forefront of things. They're always trying to push them and demonize them. All right, and then they do it differently throughout the tribes. All right, they do different things. Like for Northern Kingdoms, they're sneaking over here illegally and blah blah blah, and they're doing this and they're causing crimes. All right, and we got to keep them out. And it's a different it's the same album, different song, But anyway, we're rambling, so let's continue on. All of these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. All right, so Sirach 39 and 28, where the point is, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction they pour out their forth and appease the wrath of him that made them. Okay, so this guy that walked up into this mosque, all right, with however he did it, a bomb strapped on his chest or however, he went in there. I'd assume that's how they showed that the suicide bomber was, that like dynamite pack. I don't know how they. I don't know. I don't make it a habit of mine to research about that shit. All right, it doesn't interest me. All I know is that it happens sometimes. Okay. All right, I guess they just strap it on and they go in there. I don't know how he concealed it, if he threw a shirt on over it and made himself look fat, but hey, he got in there and he detonated, man. That was a spirit of vengeance. A spirit of vengeance was put on him. And who put that spirit of vengeance on that man? Okay, who did it? All right, do you know? All right, was it Satan? No, it wasn't Satan. It was the Lord, because it said, how do we know that? It says, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Well, we know that the Most High made all things. All right, and that includes souls. Okay, that includes souls. Okay, so if it's appeasing the wrath of him that made them, who made that soul? Who made that person? All right, the Most High did. Okay, so the wrath, whose wrath is it appeasing? The Most High's. Okay. It says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Okay? Vengeance. Look up that word. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword. Okay? And the sword. Punishing the wicked to destruction. Okay? There you go. There you go. So, whenever these things happen, this idol worship, all right, any a vast amount of wickedness, all right, it doesn't go unpaid. All right, the Most High, like that scripture says, because judgment for an evil work isn't executed speedily, the heart is fully set in the Son of Man to do evil, roughly paraphrasing, to do wickedness. Okay, so because you can do all these things and you don't die right then and there, all right, you continue on doing those things. And the world doesn't understand that. Why? Because it's not meant for them to get it. They don't understand it. Okay, they don't understand it. Okay, we have a scripture on that up here. Yeah, kind of, in Sirach 39:24 it says, as his ways are planned of the holy, so are they stumbling blocks of the wicked. They're going to be stumbling blocks of the wicked. Another one is that, evil men understand not judgment. They're not going to understand, all right? They don't, the Lord's not dealing with them, all right? And this book, all right, the Holy Bible, all right, is as a locked safe, okay? Let me rephrase that. It's not so much as a locked safe. It's like, let's see. A safe's the best way I can think of it, all right? But imagine if it's like, okay, it's like a safe, and you can get to the first part. The first part's open, all right? But to get to understanding, there's a separate lock in the back. All right, and you got to have the key for that, and that's how this Bible is. All right, you can open it, nothing's stopping you. It's not like it's not like glued together. When you try, I can't open it. No, you can open it and you can read it. All right, even as an Edomite. All right, but you won't understand it. All right, because you're going to need to go in the back of that safe. All right, and you're going to have the key. How are you going to get the key? All right, the key to that is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and if He allows you to unlock that, then you'll get this understanding. But if not, it's just a bunch of words on a piece of paper to you. All right, and I'm not dumbing the Bible down to that and saying it's just a bunch of words on a piece of paper, but to the Edomites, that's all it is. All right, it's words on paper. They can't understand it. They don't get the parables. They don't understand it. They don't. You get them precepts. They don't understand it. It doesn't add up to them. All right, it's like if we went, all right, and got NASA's handbook for rocket engines. All right, if they make a book like that, I doubt it. Who knows? They might. All right, or like a book on calculus, and you haven't studied calculus, and you just open it. You can read the words. You can say it. So, oh, this is this. This equals that. This graph equals this. All right, and this. Oh, and the propellants of the jet thrusters. You can read it, but you're not going to understand it. You can see the words. You can see the words, and you can be like, okay, like, they're just not going to get it. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. Hopefully you can understand that. They're just not going to get it. To them, it's just words. To us, it has meaning. Okay, they don't have that ability to. The Lord doesn't work with them like that, so they can't get it. Okay, let's get Zephaniah. And what was it? 3 and 8, 3 and 5. Okay, Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord, all right, look at that word just. Does it mean, what does just mean in this context? Okay, see right here, just, innocent, in the right, all right, in the right. Let's see, righteous, just, righteous. There you go, because the Lord is righteous, all right, what He does is always righteous. You can't say you know better than the Lord, all right, or that you can't demonize the Lord and say, oh, he that was wrong. No, He's always righteous. You wouldn't know. You're not righteous. Zephaniah 3 and 5, it reads, the just Lord, the righteous Lord, is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity, iniquity being sin upon sin. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light, he faileth not. But the unjust, so what is the Lord? The Lord is just. But the unjust knoweth no shame. Okay? The unjust knoweth no shame. Let's go over to Good News Translation, see what this has to say. All right, what does it say? This works. It says, Zephaniah 3 and 5, but the Lord is still in the city. He does what is right and never what is wrong. Every morning without fail, he brings justice to his people. Yes, but he also puts people to death, all right, as well. It says, and that's justice, okay? And yet the unrighteous people there keep on doing wrong and are not ashamed, okay? So there you go. These people don't care, man. These people don't care, all right? And, they're going to care when they're on fire, but, it's not happening right now, so they don't care, all right? Because, going back to that same scripture, all right? Because, roughly paraphrasing, because judgment for an evil work is not executed speedily, all right? The heart is fully set in them to do iniquity, all right? To do evil, all right? Roughly paraphrasing, all right? That's what the scripture talks about, though, right? Is because, you don't get put to death right then and there. You don't care about what you do, all right? And that's all these people, all right? They don't care. Okay, but and these heathens, and you, Jake, that follow after heathen gods, like the scripture says, calling them in your time of we're gonna have to grab that. Let's see. Yeah, Judges 10 and 14. In that time, hey, there you go. Did I grab Judges 10 and 14? I didn't. We're gonna grab it though. We're gonna grab it. We're gonna actually grab that a little later. All right, Salakia. Let's go and get where were we? We're Revelation 22 and 11. All right, it reads. Okay, and we've gotten this recently. All right, but again, it comes into play. Revelation 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And and he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly. Let me read that over again. Verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. What does that mean? If your works were good, you get good works, or you get good things. If your works were bad, you get bad things. All right? It's plain and simple. All right? It's plain and simple. If you can get it, you can get it. If you can't, you can't. All right? It says, whoever, in verse 11, down here, it says, whoever is evil must go on doing evil. Whoever is filthy must go on being filthy. Whoever is good must go on doing good. And whoever is holy must go on being holy. Listen, says Yahushua, I am coming soon. I will bring my rewards with me to give each one according to what he has done. If you've done wickedness, you're getting wickedness. If you've done good, you're getting good. Okay? Do you get that? Okay? And good according to the Bible. Now, oh, he was good. He was a good person. All right? His son was a Mo, and he said, good on you. And he still accepted him. And he went and marched with him. And he marched for feminism. No, that's a fucking wicked-ass man. That's a wicked-ass man. All right? That's not good. That's wicked. He did wickedness according to the Bible. All right? But that's why you people don't understand. You people don't understand. All right, so well, why does this happen to good people? You don't understand what good is. Okay, that's where we got to get. You don't understand what good is. Okay, you don't know what good is. What you think is good is marching with the Mo's. All right, and marching for feminism. All right, and tearing up cities. All right, and to get your point across. All right, and you think what's good, you think it's fine. Oh, he's a good person, even though he was eating pork chops and ham sandwiches every day. You still think that person was a good person. Okay, you don't know what good is. Okay, you don't know what good. Oh, she was a good person. She slept with 5 to 10 men a week. All right, even one man a month. All right, even one man a year. Okay, oh, she was a good person. No, she wasn't. No, no, absolutely not. Okay. or she bitched her man, or she tried to usurp authority over her man. No, you don't see, you people, you worldly people, all right, you people that aren't in this truth, you don't know what good is. All right, and that's plain and simple. You don't know what good is. That's why you always see when someone got judged, all right, on TV, you see their parents saying, "Oh, he was always good." No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He was not good. Oh, she was always good. No, she wasn't. She was not. She wasn't. You don't know what good is. You don't know what just is. You don't know what righteousness is. Okay. So when you see the Bible, you say, "Oh, that's wicked." Oh, then it's look at it. You're saying, "Oh, look how it treats the women." All right, look how it treats the Moes. All right, the Moes are people too. They're people too. Yeah, they're people too. Moes are people too. But guess what? They're people that are doing wickedness. All right, they're evil. Okay, and if you don't believe it, you don't believe it. That's because you don't understand what's right and wrong. All right, you think what's right is right. You think what's right is wrong, and what's wrong is right. Your head's all fucked up. All right, courtesy of Babylon the Great. All right, you get that for free. All right, free from Babylon the Great. Your head gets all fucked up. All right, that's why you don't be so quick to accept these doctrines of this world. Okay. Let's get Psalms 37 and 28. So you don't understand, and you people that claim to be Christians and you go to this church, you don't even understand. All right, you're praising a book, all right, that prophesies your downfall. First of all, okay, you're saying, oh, this one, but you're praising a book that goes against everything that you love. All right, it goes against everything you love. All right, smoking and doing drugs and getting with the same gender. And what else? Stealing and lying, and some murder and so on and so forth. All right, you people, you love those things. All right. Oh, eating abominable food. Oh, the law's done away with. No, it's not. No, it's not. There's been several lessons put out, but the detailing, all right, on Scripture that how could the law be done away with? Okay. It never said the law was done away with. All right, that was never said. Okay. This is Psalms 37 and 28. This is Psalms 37 and 28. It says, "For the Lord loved judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off." The saints being, in this case, the elect. All right, he loves the elect. Okay, he loves the elect. All right, he's not going to forsake the elect. All right, his elect. All right, the men, women, and children. All right, amongst that, the prophets, okay, the apostles, okay. He's not going to forsake them. What does forsake means? Forsake really means to forget. All right, if it'll give it to us, it won't. Yeah, it's 1 minute. 1 minute. There we go. Can we get forsake? Yeah, to leave behind, to let go, to give up, to abandon, to forget, basically. All right. Let me go down through here. To leave. Okay, to leave behind. All right. Right here. Well, let me highlight it, but right there at the top, right under done. All right, it says to leave, to have nothing to do with, to leave, abandon, forsake. All right, So there's multiple, but that's the one, forget, leave behind. Say, I'm not dealing with you anymore. The Lord's not going to do that with his saints. All right, they are preserved forever. Okay, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Okay, so those that are doing wickedness and the wicked, all right, Esau, Edom, will be cut off. All right, you think you got the wrong idea. All right, you've been given this book that we're reading. All right, the Holy Bible. All right, that's much more than just a book. All right, you've been given the wrong impression about it by your preachers. All right, your reverends. All right. Who else? Your pastors, all right, all of them, they've given you the wrong impression, all right? They've told, you can, you just got to be a good person, and, and all denominations of faith, all right, well, so-called faith, as they call them. It's not really faith, because a lot of Christians don't have any faith anyway, all right? But, all denominations, so-called Catholic and Christian and Seventh Day Adventist and what's another one, Methodist, and all these. They all basically say you can do whatever you want. Okay, with different ones not allowing certain things. Seventh Day Adventists, they say you can't eat pork. Okay, there you go. Mormonism, they say you can't eat they don't care if you eat pork, but you can't have coffee. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, doesn't make any sense. All right, they also say you can't smoke, which is right. Okay, which is right, but they say you can't have caffeine because that defiles your temple. Nowhere does it say anything about caffeine, but many brothers drink coffee. All right, that's not what it's speaking about. Defiling your temple is more with horrid foods. All right, we gotta get better with that. All right, caffeine by itself doesn't have any detrimental health effect. It can give you in higher levels, I'm sure it can raise your blood pressure. All right, or cause certain cardiovascular issues in high levels. Okay, but it's really about what they're putting the caffeine in. If you're drinking fucking boatloads of Dr. Pepper, yeah, that's fucking unhealthy as shit. But if you're drinking it naturally from like green tea, the green tea is excellent for your health. All right, it's excellent for your health. All right, it's something very high. I can't drink it because it makes me want to gag as soon as I drink it, because I don't know, it just makes me want to puke. All right, and I think I did puke one time on it. Is matcha. All right, that stuff's crazy strong. All right, as far as caffeine goes. All right, but that's natural. It comes from a plant. Okay. So, and it has health benefits, all right? You can look up the health benefits of green tea, all right? And it has caffeine in it, lots, as a matter of fact, okay? This is Jeremiah 10:10. It reads, "But the Lord is the true power. He is the living power and an everlasting King. And at his wrath, the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation." Okay, there you go. There you go. Let's see. So, what does it say down here? Yeah, and we can even grab 11 in this context, really. 11, it says, Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens," because all the idols are going to go away. All right, they're not coming with your kingdom. Moab's not going to be, worshiping Buddha in the kingdom. All right, because they don't have a god. But they're going to be under the laws. All right, of our power. Luck you. All right, so they're going to be under a biblical law. They're not going to be doing their own thing. All right, they're not going to be under their own thing. They're still going to have to keep the holy days. Okay, whether they want to or not. All right. So, like it says, and the nation shall not be able to abide his indignation. These people, they're not going to be able to survive. All right, they're not going to be able to survive. Primarily, all right, because in order to survive, what's coming? Okay. What coming is being, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, or Yahweh Shai returning with his chariots to deliver the elect and then destroy Babylon the Great. Okay. The only way you're going to be able to survive that is if Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is dealing with you. Okay? That's it. There's no other way. All right, you can't, pray to Buddha or, whoever. All right, all these different wacky named false, idols. I don't even want to give them the title of even false god, because they still have the word God in it. They're not even that. All right? They're not even that. You could literally take a piece of paper out, draw a stick figure on it, call it whatever you want, all right, and worship that, and that would be the same thing. You would get just as much of a reaction out of worshiping that as you would as worshiping Buddha or Allah or who else? What's another one? That weird elephant Elamite thing, all right, or Shiva, all right. You'd get just the same reaction as much as you'd get just as much as from praying to them as you would from praying to a sticky note with a stick figure on it with a name on it. All right, why? Because they don't exist. It's nothing. It's nothing. Okay, you get it? They're nothing. You can't pray to them. They can't answer prayers. They don't do anything. They don't exist. All right. At that point, you're gonna say, "Oh, that sounds ridiculous," but praying to SpongeBob is basically what you're doing. All right, well, SpongeBob, no, he doesn't exist. He's just a cartoon. Yeah, well, those don't either. They're just a fucking cartoon. They're just a picture that you drew. All right, if you look at all those Edomite drawings of Shiva and that elephant thing, that's all it is. That's all it is. It's just a cartoon. You just put that up and then you hang it in temples and you build statues of it. You can build a statue of SpongeBob too. All right, and it would give you would get the same amount of prayers answered. All right, because really none of your prayers are getting answered. And if you think they are, it's just, well, that's it. You just think they are, but they're not. Okay, you get it, and I get it. It sounds ridiculous, but that's literally what we're dealing with here, man. These people are like, oh, I'm going to believe it. You're basically, you could worship SpongeBob and get the same result. Okay, it's stupid. Okay, because they're just cartoons. They don't exist. They don't have any power. All right, the only power is in the hands of Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and who he decides to divvy it out amongst. All right, like right now, currently, he's giving power to the Edomites. All right, because really they're a bunch of weaklings. All right, they're a bunch of weak little babies. All right, and the only reason they're as strong as they are is because Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai is dealing with them on the left hand side. All right, to have his story unfold. All right, and as a punishment. All right, for the Israelites. Okay, now here the bug out Israelites are gonna come. Well, those are wicked. Why can't he just make everything good for us? Not everything good just comes like that, Jake. All right, not everything goes your way. Okay, Jake. Well, what makes sense? You've seen it all over the comment boards, man. People talk. If we were sin, why did he just make it to where we didn't sin? Don't try to understand the Lord, okay? Because he wanted to. All right, that's how he wanted to go. It's his movie. All right, don't try to understand and try thinking on the Lord's level. Because guess what? You're gonna bug the fuck out. All right, and it's happened. We've seen it on the comment board. You're gonna bug the fuck out. You're gonna look like an idiot. All right, and then you're gonna fall out. Oh, I don't know. I don't think he can answer my question. All right, there you go. Congratulations, Jake. Round of applause. Round of applause. There you go, Jake. All right, now just go and do something else. All right. 2nd Esdras 5:1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, all right, and this is the time we're in. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. All right, we're in that time now, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. Okay, we're getting deeper and deeper and deeper into that. All right, the land shall be barren of faith. It's already barren of faith, but it's going to get worse. Like, there's going to be a time where you're not going to be able to buy Bibles in stores. All right, more than likely. In verse 2 it says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And all right, we're seeing that as well. Shit with baby daddy free and so on and so forth. There's probably something new this week that I haven't even seen that's even more 30 times wickeder than that. All right, but the point in 5:1 is saying that nevertheless, as concerning tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number. What does that mean? Taken in great number. All right, that means perishing in great numbers. Okay. Let's get come on, I need that back. 2 Chronicles 15 and 13. And what verse were we in? 13? Yeah. Here we go. 2 Chronicles 15 and 13. It says... We'll start with 12. And they entered into a covenant. All right, so this is 2 Chronicles 15 and 12, down to 13, starting with 12, point being in 13. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord our power and of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul, that whosoever would not seek the Lord of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. Okay? So anyone, and that means, so that's Israelites that don't seek the Lord. Now, if you're a heathen, you can't seek the Lord in general, so you're going to be put to death. Okay? You got it? Got it? All right, let's get Psalms 96 and 5. And then we got one more to get, and then we're going to close out. Okay, Psalms 96 and 5. What does it read? It says, for all the gods of the other nation. Notice there's not a big G. All right, it's little g. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. All right, the Lord made the heavens. All right, these idols didn't do anything. All right, they didn't do anything. That's it. They haven't done anything. They can't do anything. They don't exist. All right, they don't exist. Okay, that's like if I drew a little stick figure on a sticky note, and I said, okay, go ahead and do things. All right, build a nation. It's not gonna do anything, man. It's just gonna fucking sit there and be stuck to the side of the desk as a sticky note because it can't do anything, man. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. The Lord has creations on his, I don't even want to put it in that, perspective, but he, like a resume, kind of, okay? He has lists of things that he's done, all right? He's created the heavens, he's created earth, all right? He's created man, he created animals, all right? He created water, everything. He created everything, okay? These nations idols, all right? These idols that the nations worship have not created anything. They haven't done anything. They haven't built up kingdoms. They haven't thrown down kingdoms. They haven't made fruits or vegetables. They haven't done any of that, all right? The Lord did all those things, okay? Once again, Psalms 96:5, for all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens, okay? There you go, and we got one more, and then we're going to close out, okay? And it's the one we have up here. This is Judges 10 and 14. And this is what when Yahushua returns, all right, and starts, zapping and the angels and starts zapping people with laser beams, all right, and starts, and the nukes start coming in and creating big puddles and nuclear bombs going off and melting your skin off your face. Go and pray to your idols. All right, go ahead and pray to Shiva, Allah, and that weird elephant thing that I don't remember the name of and I don't care to know the name of. All right, go ahead, see what's gonna happen. Judges 10 and 14. Go and cry unto the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. That goes for you Jakes too that decide, oh, I'm a nation of Islam, or I'm a Hindu, I believe in Shiva. All this. Go and cry on them. Go and pray to them. Go ahead and do it. When that happens, see what that's. It's here's a spoiler alert. Nothing's gonna happen. All right, you're not gonna be saved. All right, Shiva's not gonna swoop down on a broom. All right. And worship you. Oh, here you are. I'm saving you. No, that's not now. No, nothing's gonna. You're gonna be melted. You're gonna be put to death, and you're gonna be melted. That's what's gonna happen. Why? Because they don't exist. All right, they cannot save you. But you don't want to believe. So go ahead. Go and cry unto the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in your time of tribulation. All right. And these guys were praying when it happened. So what happened there? What happened there? Why didn't Allah get them out of that? You wonder, right? Maybe because he doesn't exist. All right. Allah just means power at that point. But this person that they call Allah, this idol. All right. So the only power that really exists is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Everything else, idols. All right, I'm not going to even say everyone else because there's not one. One refers to a person. Everything else, all right, these are just drawings and pictures and etchings in stone and gold. They don't exist, man. Get it? They don't exist. All right, they're nothing. Okay, but if you're not going to believe, all right, and if you're a heathen, go and cry on them. Okay, let them deliver you in your time of tribulation. Okay, go and cry unto the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Judges 10 and 14. Okay, go ahead. All right, it's spoiler alert, it's not going to work, but you can go ahead and do it because we can't stop you. All right. So, that we're going to close out. That's a lot of judgment taking place in one building, and I put that title together before I knew it was 59. All right, that's when it was 47. But and don't be surprised if it's 68, 67 by tomorrow. Who knows? All right. So with that, we're gonna close out. All right. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.